Over the past 7 years, I've dropshipped millions of dollars worth of products with my various dropshipping stores. And a lot of this was directly from Amazon to eBay. But the question is, does this still work in 2024? Can you set up a fully automated Amazon to eBay dropshipping store that makes you up to $300 a day or more? Well, let's find out. I know that many people are interested in dropshipping from Amazon to eBay just because it's so simple. All you have to do is take items from Amazon that you don't even own and list them for sale on eBay. Then, once someone actually purchases the item from you, all you have to do is go and buy the item from Amazon for less money, and they will ship it directly to the customer. So, for example, I found this item right here on eBay. It's this 12-pack of metal black clips that you use for like bags of chips after you open them. And you can see that this item is sold 10 times here on eBay. Well, every time this item's sold, all this seller has to do is go over to Amazon and purchase the same thing for less money, but instead of shipping it to themselves, they have it shipped directly to the customer who bought it from them on eBay. So this eBay seller, they don't own any of the items that they're selling. They wait for someone to buy the item on eBay and then they buy it from Amazon. What that means is that you don't have to spend any money up front on these products. So your cost to get started is very low and you can really do this from anywhere in the world. So to get started with this yourself, the first thing that you're going to need is an eBay business account. So head on over here to ebay.com and up on the top left, you'll see a button here that says register. If you go ahead and click on that, you'll land on a page like this. This might change in the future, but it should look something like this. And you actually want to select business if it gives you that option. A lot of times, if you select business over personal, it will actually help you out in the long run. Now, once you actually go through this entire setup process, it's going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. You can go ahead and log into your eBay dashboard, your seller dashboard. Before you do anything else though, you'll want to make sure that you look for your selling limit. I see mine right here on the top left. It says my monthly limits are about 1,000 items or $100,000. You see, every account on eBay has a limit on how much you can sell each month. Once you hit that limit, you can't sell any more items until the month either restarts or you get eBay to up your limit. So if you have a brand new account like this one, you want to focus on getting eBay to give you a higher selling limit. The quickest way to do that is to sell some cheap items pretty much at cost, and then make sure you ship out your items fast and add tracking numbers for every single order. When you do that, you're basically showing eBay that you're ready for more sales, and then they're going to bump up this limit. All right, the big question now is, what should you actually sell? After all, there are so many items available on Amazon. How do you know which ones to actually list for sale? And what this comes down to is product research. Now, product research is all about finding items that are already a hit on eBay and bringing in good profit for other sellers. This step is crucial because, like I mentioned before, your options are limited when you first start selling and your limits are lower. To make the most out of those selling limits, you really want to focus on the items that people are eager to buy. There are a few different ways to do product research, but like I mentioned before, we're looking to make this process as automated as possible. So we're going to be using a software to help us do that does product research called Zeek. This is it right here. It has a lot built into it to help you really master product research for eBay dropshipping. I'll show you some of my favorite features about it right here though. When you first log in on the dashboard, right here, it gives you what's called the trending eBay products section. So this right away is showing you products that people are already dropshipping from Amazon onto eBay that you could then copy or find something very similar to sell yourself. So it's telling me, for instance, that this leather cover for checkbooks has sold 128 times in total, only a few dollars profit, but you sell enough of those do add up. We also have this yarn and these tags right here that have sold 14 times for a couple of dollars profit. So some great items in there. But the section that I really like, the product research tool that I really like, is over here on the left. It's called the trending dropshippers section. So what this will show you are other people that are already dropshipping on eBay, and you can see how well their stores are doing. So for instance, this seller right here has over 4,000 feedback. They have $6,000 in sales in the past month. But if we keep looking here, like this seller has done $19,000 in sales in the past month with dropshipping, and this one has done $30,000 a month in sales. So let's go ahead and scan one of these seller stores because Zeek actually gives you the option to do that. If I click right here, this is actually looking at all the products in this seller's store, and it's going to rank them, put the most popular product right at the top for us, so we can then get an idea of what types of products are doing well. So I see like this cologne has sold 21 times in the past month. This Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer collectible item has sold 20 times. Whatever this concealer is has sold 19 times. So plenty of these products that have sold many times in the past 30 days alone. That is what you're looking for. It's more important that you know how often an item has sold in the past month rather than how popular the item has been since it was first listed, which may have been years ago. After all, if an item started selling really well, maybe like 2 years ago, but then hasn't sold in a year and a half, well, that's not a great item to be selling. But if you see in items like this that have sold 20 times in the past month, 21 times in the past month, 40 times, those are items that you actually want to focus on because they are hot and popular right now. So after scrolling around for a bit, I found this product right here. It's this feather dream catcher right here, and it's sold 8 times in the past month. I'm usually looking for items that have sold at least 3 times in the past month, so this fits that criteria. And I've gone over to Amazon and I found the exact same item selling right here. Here it is for just $8. Now I could go ahead and list this item. Sometimes I do that, but more often than not now, what I do is I try to find something similar to this that's a similar price, and then I sell that item instead so that I'm not in direct competition with this seller who already has some sales. So looking along here, I see that we have a lot of other dream catchers that look very similar that are about the same price. So this one is just a couple of dollars more, actually just $1 or $2 more, I should say. And it really stands out because of the bright colors. It's also really popular here on Amazon. So I would probably go ahead and list this one. If I was worried about the price, I could go ahead and find something like this one, which is actually a tiny bit cheaper, and I could sell this one instead. Actually, looking at it now, let's go ahead and actually sell this one because of the price and because it is so much similar. So once we found some products, we can then go ahead and list it. By the way, what I've done is I put together for you a free guide that outlines all of the software that I recommend for eBay dropshipping. You can click the first link in the description or in the comments down below to get a free copy of this. And inside of this guide is a link to Zeek that will actually let you try it for an entire month for just $1. Next up, we're going to use a second software called AutoDS to actually add these items into our eBay store. And there's a link to AutoDS inside of that free guide I just mentioned that will get you a $1 trial of this software as well. Once you click it, you'll be able to enter in your email address and your name and then click on join. Now, it will then ask you where you want to sell. So I'm going to say I want to sell on eBay, and I'll click on continue. And then it's going to ask you which package you want to sign up for after the $1 trial is over. Now, you'll see here on the left, there is a plan called the import plan, but this one does not have the features that you want if you want your store to be fully automated. So skip the import plan, go for the next plan up, which is called the starter plan. And again, you'll see here that you can get started with it for just 99 cents for the first month. So go ahead and click that and actually get signed up. After that, AutoDS is going to walk you through the setup process. It's going to link your eBay store to AutoDS, and then you'll actually be able to use it. From that point on, it's actually very easy to use. So to add products, all I'm going to do is click on the left here where it says add product, and I'll click on single product in this case. Now, this is a product I want to sell from Amazon. All I need to do is copy down the URL for this product, come over here to AutoDS and paste it in. Now, if you click Publish to Store, that will instantly list it in your eBay store with no changes made to it. But I highly suggest that if you want to do well with this, you actually optimize your listings. So to do that, click on Edit Now Quick, and that will pull in all of the information from Amazon, like the photos, the title, and the description, and allow you to actually change it if you want to. So we can see here that it brought in the entire title. This is something we're going to change in a minute because the title given to us by Amazon is usually not great for eBay. And we also see that it will automatically add tags, it will automatically select a category, it will automatically pull in shipping and return policies, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It also brings in the description here, really nice for you, makes it look really great. And we also see all of the variations. So variations are like different sizes or different colors. So if this was available, let's say with green feathers or black feathers as an option, it would actually allow you to list those as well, but this is only available in one color. All the images are here as well. So I start my optimization by coming to the images. Now, by default, the main image that's going to appear on your eBay listing is the same one from Amazon. But I like to change it up because if someone else lists this item, they're going to have the same main image. So I want a different main image if it fits. So for instance, this main image, or rather this image right here, would work as a great main image. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one instead. That way I just stand out a little bit. And then I also just take a quick look at it to make sure there's nothing weird in here that I want to delete, but everything's looking good. Like I mentioned before, what we spend a lot more time on is the title, because the title that is given to us by Amazon is usually not great for eBay. So I want to actually optimize this myself. So coming back over here to Zeek, I can click on what's called the title builder right here. And this will help me build a winning title for this product. So what I first search for is just generally what this item is. So this is a dream catcher, right? And I'll click on search. And this will give me data on what keywords people search for when they're looking for a dream catcher and how popular those keywords are. So here on the left, we have long tail keywords, meaning they're made up of multiple words like dream catcher homemade, LED dream catcher with feathers, Native American. And here on the right are just single words like dream catcher, hanging wall, handmade catchers. If these words make sense, I'm going to include as many of them in my title as possible. So we'll start out with dream catcher homemade, but first I need to verify if this is actually homemade, but it doesn't look like it is. So I can include the word homemade in there. So I will go ahead and actually delete that word, but I will include some of these other words like feathers we can include in there. We can include the word decor. We can include the word catchers. We can include the word hanging and wall. And up here at the top, you'll see that on eBay, you're limited and your title can only be 80 characters long. And this is telling us we've filled up 50 of those 80 characters. So we still have a little bit more room here. Does this have LEDs built into it? Let's take a look. It doesn't look like it does, so that's not going to work for us. And Native American, we can put that in there as well. We are currently at 66 characters. And we'll include the word home, which just about fills it up. Now, all I've done here is just throw these keywords in here. I'm now going to spend a moment to rearrange them. So I like the first few words to fully describe what this is. So this is a dream catcher with feathers, right? And we can kind of change this up. We could do home decor, home hanging wall decor, and then Native American catchers. Right? Doesn't have to make a ton of sense as long as the first few words really fully describe what this is. And we use as many characters as possible. So we've done that. Now I'll just click on copy here, come to AutoDS and actually paste it in. And then if I click save and import, that item will now be live in my eBay store. However, I'm not going to do that because AutoDS is giving me a warning here, telling me that this product is on eBay's Vero list. These are basically items that you should not sell on eBay. So it's really awesome that this software warns you about that, because without this software, you would not know that you weren't allowed to sell this item. So this is another added protection that this software builds in for you. Once you list an item with AutoDS, it will automatically take care of many dropshipping tasks for you automatically going forward. So for example, assuming that this seller right here is using AutoDS, well, if the price on Amazon shifts either up or down, AutoDS will update the price on eBay accordingly. And if this item goes out of stock on Amazon, well, AutoDS will mark it as out of stock in this seller's eBay store as well. Here's the cool part. AutoDS can even automatically order items for you on autopilot. So when customers make purchases from your store, AutoDS can seamlessly capture all the information and place orders on Amazon for those products, and Amazon will then ship it out to the customer. AutoDS will grab the tracking number and upload it to eBay for you. This automation significantly simplifies the entire process of dropshipping for you and is really how people are able to scale up to $100, $200, or even $300 a day with this. Now, unfortunately, there is one part of Amazon to eBay dropshipping that is hard to automate with software, and that's customer service. This includes everything from answering customer messages to responding to return cases and even responding to item not received cases. In the beginning, you will need to do all of this yourself, and you want to make sure you actually do it all. It's really easy to keep up with all of it, but if you get lazy, it could really jeopardize your store. Later on, you can hire virtual assistants to do this for you, but that's a bit more advanced. For now, it's best if you just stick to the basics and get things up and running yourself. If you're looking for more help with that, then do be sure you grab my free ebook that I mentioned before. Not only do I provide links to all of the software that I talked about in this video, but I also have some bonus information in there about dropshipping that normally I only make available to my paid coaching students. So click the link, download it, and then I'll see you in my next video.